Getting my second duplex, a completely different experience. The first duplex, I was nervous, emotional, and stressed out. The second one, I felt like a pro. I was less emotional, less anxious, and honestly, less involved too. My wife went to most of the house showings without me. Truthfully, I never even saw our second duplex until after we already closed and the keys was in our hands. That's how different my mindset was at this point. I understand that real estate is a business move first. I even ended up arguing with my loan officer. She was one of those people that didn't believe that you could have two FHA loans at the same time. But by this point, I knew the rules better. So I explained the growing family exception. She asked her manager, and he let her know I was right. The That confidence really mattered this time around because I ran into a bunch of hurdles that I had to jump over. This deal taught me a bunch of tricks people never really talk about. Remember when I told you the multifamily home can increase your approval amount? Well, this time we were looking at nicer suburb areas where the rent was higher. And because the projected rent was higher, I was able to increase my pre approval amount by $20,000 just by asking questions and understanding the numbers. That adjustment helped me get my second duplex. Another move that helped, I paid my car loan down to where it was only less than 10 payments left. That removed my car note from my debt to income ratio. That was huge. Now, here's another obstacle. My tax accountant did too good of a job. Even though I made six figures, my taxes showed I had lower income because of the deductions. So the bank is saying to me, because of your taxes, you don't make enough money. So I had to amend my tax return to show more income. That amendment made me owe around $7,000 in taxes, and I paid that before closing. Luckily, I'm big on saving, and I never actually spent the refund money that I got back from the tax return anyway. So when it was time to fix the problem, the money was already there. Now, here's when things get interesting. At that time, I thought I invented the smartest strategy ever. I opened a 0% APR business card with $20,000 credit limit. Then I started putting all my house expenses on that card. Every month, I only paid the minimum payment, which was only a few $100s. And because the card was 0% APR for 12 months, I wasn't paying interest during that period. And because it was a business credit card, none of the utilization showed up on my personal credit report. So the bank had no idea about that debt. Meanwhile, my saving account is growing for the closing costs and the reserves. At that time, I thought I was the smartest man alive. Then later on, I realized I basically just recreated a HELOC strategy, using borrowed money strategically to create another asset. Honestly, the biggest thing that second duplex gave me was confidence. I stopped assuming everybody at the bank knows everything. They know a lot, I guess, but nobody knows everything. And I learned I should always know more about my situation than anybody else because when you walk in prepared, it's harder for people to throw you off, even when it feels like the system is working against you.